Gonna be doing some channel catfish fishing this evening. Fishing with 3-way slip sinker rigs right now with 7/0 circle hooks and cut bait. Uh-oh. 2 fish at once. I think. Yeah. Shoot. Alright. That's interesting. Didn't expect that. It's kind of weird. It was slow for a little while, and now a double header like this. I'll try and keep this guy up so the weight doesn't catch in the boulders. It's the one problem with using 2 rods without having them both locked in. Still looking for a trophy this year. This one I'm just working with a free line closer in on this side of the current break, my side. The rod I'm holding with my hands has a 3-way slip sinker rig. I should have been more clear on that, but this one looks okay. Looks decent. Been getting a lot of nice ones, but nothing trophy size yet this year. This guy looks like a nice one. Might be low 30s maybe. I'll be okay for just a moment here. Let's get this guy in. Try and rip him in a little harder. This one's 30-pound test. Oh boy. Man, weird. I'm still hunting for a trophy. I've been pounding them. Sorry I'm making so many videos in a row that are all catfish. Kind of boring probably, but I really am determined to get this giant one. Get this guy in a little faster here so I can release that other one right away. Pretty sweet. Double header. First one's a nice one. It's one of those weird snub-nosed ones. It's 30 1/4, a little above average. Pretty skinny though, so doesn't weigh much. Almost 10 pounds, but not quite. Still, nice catfish. This one's pretty decent too. It's about 29 1/3 inches. Just about the same size. There's one. Sweet. Another one on the free line. Man, I caught those 2 fish and then I had 5 people see me and they all pinched in on me at once. Different people. But they're kind of drifting off now. Oh man. Oh. I had another one pull off the hook. This one looks like a decent one. Yeah, he looks nice. It's not quite as big as I thought. It looked more like 32, but still another nice above average one. It's 30 1/2. Quality channel cat for sure. On the skinny side, so it's only 9 1/2 pounds, but if he was a thick pre-spawn fish, he could push 15 easy. Another cat. Sweet. Oh, he's all wound up, weird. I love how, this guy's probably smaller, but I love how the average of the first 3 fish was like 30 inches, which is master angler length for in-fishermen around here. The in-fisherman master angler chart. It's been that way last not the last few trips, but every other trip out of the last like 5, just been crushing a bunch of ones around like 30 to 33. Real nice ones. Tiny guy, 22 incher. Still happy to catch him though. One running with it. There he is. And this free line's hot. Normally it's the other way around. Lately I've been finding more way out there, a good 150 feet out. Today I'm finding about 40 feet out, or 30. Pretty close then. Yeah, this guy's tugging. It'd be hard to tell exactly how big they are before you really get a good look at them though. They have different attitudes. Sometimes they just lumber in. Most often they fight pretty good. Sometimes the small ones just rip and rip and rip though. Feel like a big one. It can be hard to tell for me. Especially because big ones are really not much bigger than the average size. Almost all of them are, I mean, depending what bait you use, almost all of them are 26 to 30 inches. The big one's like 32. They just get like exponentially more rare as you climb up the low 30s ladder. Seems like, for me at least. That's out of a lot of cats though. So, it's a pretty good average, I think. A pretty steady average, I guess I should say. Still looking for one at least mid-30s this year. Upper 30s would be fantastic. Be ideal, but I'll settle for mid-30s. He's dogging it pretty good. Looks decent. Bigger than the last one. That's for sure. Come on over here, baby. That last one I just barely had hooked by the skin. Popped off right here. Another decent one. This one's just a whisker under 30 inches. It's like 29.8. Nice solid channel cat. Came back out around 2 a.m. Keep on fishing for these cats here. Fishing for bigger ones. This is the second spot I hit tonight. Still fishing a 3-way slip sinker rig with a 7/0 circle and cut bait. Just have these rods locked into some rocks. Guy set the hook on himself here. I have this rod set up on a current break and the other rod set up on a slack water. The other rod's actually basically a free line because I didn't tie weights to it because it's in the slack water. No need for them. To the 3-way slip sinker rigs, I didn't tie the weight. I mean, making a free line, just to be clear. Oh. Water's up a little bit. There was like an inch of rain yesterday, but the water's so low and the ground's so dry that the water went up like 2 or 3 inches. Seems like 3 up here. Way downstream it seems like less. As odd as that is. There's dams in between, so it seems like, I don't know, maybe it's delayed too, as I came here later than I did that other spot. That's true. The net here. Just rambling. It's almost sunrise now. It's like maybe almost sunrise. Probably within a couple hours of sunrise, I would guess. Trying not to pull too hard on this guy. I'm putting a little bit of backbone into him, but don't want to lose him due to him pulling off the hook. Sometimes these circles just grab them just by the very, very skin of the lip, and they can rip it out that way if you really hork on them. Ugh. A lot of fog tonight. Neat how it's getting colder and colder. Forget how that works every year. Sounds dumb, but this guy feels heavy. He doesn't feel strong. He feels kind of heavy, but he's in pretty heavy current, so it's hard to tell exactly what size he is. Feels good though. Feels like a good one. A couple times ago when I fished here, I was getting some nice ones. They weren't very long. They were 29 to 30 inches, but they were really thick across the back. Like a nice fall catfish. You know, they had that extra width that those ones at the dam generally don't have, that adds on pounds, you know, when you get that thickness across the sides. See if I can ease this guy in here. Where's that 36-incher at? That's what I want to know. Where is she? Hunting all year for her. So much work invested into it. Probably won't get it. But definitely won't get it if I don't try. Oh, jeepers creepers. It's really tugging. I try and pull him right here. Get him out of that current. That's the problem. He's just riding that current. Come on, baby. Don't pull off now. Hopefully got a good hook in there. There we go. She looks alright. Decent. Here's where it gets tricky. In the net. Maybe decent. This guy's right on 28 inches and about 8 1/4 pounds. There we go. Just about sunrise now. Water really went up here. Hopefully these fish shimmied around a little bit. Can catch some of the ones I couldn't reach before. Gonna have to beach them. Like, not on this island now though, because it's underwater. Beach them on the real island. Oh, okay. Still just working a 3-way slip sinker egg with cut bait. Really fast hits all of a sudden, so it's looking like we might get a few more. Who knows? They're picky though. They're like, I caught and released so many in here this summer. There's a lot of them that they're chomping it. They'll bite it quick and then let go to test it out, I guess. $25 and a half. There we go, number 2. Real fast. Now that last spot I was at, one where I caught the fish at night, usually only has like 1 to 3 catfish in it, but I like it because it's a consistent 1 to 3 catfish. It's a really slow spot too, but there's certain spots around here that you know, will hold catfish for a whole season. They'll just live in the spot, it seems like, won't really migrate much. And then there's other spots around here where you can catch catfish that the catfish will make like a nightly, I wouldn't call it migration, but like a nightly run, and they'll just run up the river feeding and stuff, like a little pod of them. And that's why you'll catch catfish in that spot. But those spots seem to be more inconsistent and hard to time. So they're a pain. There's like more than one way to break an egg with these guys. I like these spots where they just hold in the spot. It's a lot easier. Now he's tugging. Wow. Weird. Got him in pretty fast and he started chugging away. Oh. This guy over here and beach him. Everything's pretty slippery, so I gotta take my time here. Looks better than the last one. Yeah, he's a nice one. Decent at least. Looks like a big head on him. First rare fish of the trip. Also the first master anglerfish. Other ones were close, but this is truly a nice catfish for around here. It's 32.5 inches. A little bit of a belly, but could be a lot fatter. You know, as he stands, he's right around 12 pounds, but fish like this, if he was a fat, real thick on the back, pre-spawn lake fish, he could push 20 pounds easy. Real quality channel cat. Absolute beauty. Oh man, this action's so hot. Getting hits like probably 30 seconds after I cast it in consistently. Just out of control. Man, oh man. That's what I want. I want to grind through some numbers here of low 30s and pull on a mid 30s. I have been grinding through some numbers of them. It's just can't find a mid 30s to save my life. Oh man, this guy doesn't seem as big. That last one was a nice one. Been getting several that as nice as the last one though this month. It's been a bumper month. That's the third one I've gotten that's been 32.5. Or is that true? I think that's true. Also got another one that was 32, which is exceptional around here from my experience. And this is a little guy. A 25 incher. Dude, this is just unreal. How fast these hits are. They're so stacked. You know, every fishery is dynamic, and small changes in water conditions can have a huge impact on where the fish concentrate in. They'll move around all the time based on how much the water goes up and down. I take advantage of that a lot in my other videos for all sorts of fish, but I do it a lot for catfish. You know, I pounded this spot yesterday, and if it was the same water level, probably wouldn't have been that great right now. I might have got one or two more, I would guess. Especially because I've been pounding it, you know, not just yesterday, but many days this week and this month. But I'm guessing as the water went up 3 inches, or a fair number of fresh fish moved from way over there to closer to here. Sit on that current break there. So slippery. Trying not to slip. Looks better than the last one, but not a big one. Barely better. Measured this one roughly. Real skinny, 27.5. Man, this is where the party's at right now. Man, this is good. This is what I like to see. Oh, but don't end up popping a mid or upper 30s this year. It won't be for lack of trying. Been hammering these places. Hammering them. Lots of low 30s. Just seems like they get exponentially rarer as you climb up the 30s brackets, you know? Like each inch in the 30s they get much rarer. It's a squirrely one. super skinny, like really thin on the tail, 28 1/4. That's what we measured out at least. Real light fish. There's one. Swapped out for my 7/0 circle for a treble hook. Gobbed it up with some fresh chicken liver. I had one cat on chicken liver yesterday. Had him in about this close and he popped off. Kind of lame. And I had another one that was nipping at it yesterday and I wasn't paying attention and he stripped me. Pretty good. I've been getting hits on chicken liver. Not quite as many as the cut bait, but this is just a little guy. Not tugging hard enough to be a big guy. I can force him in. Squirrely though. Not gonna bother measuring this one. It's really small.